know that Obatobie is coming out and will soon be with us. We are very, very happy on that. And we will just let the process play out. The Finland government is not the zoo government. Finland is not Kenya. There are differences between what happened to our leader in Kenya and Finland. So Obatobie is coming out. Is gonna be with us as quickly as possible, and then we will take this to the final line. Just Biafrans, just know that we will just continue to do what we are doing. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the mandates, and that's something briefly I wanted to talk about today to Biafrans. Some of you that have listened to the voice, again, I am not going to address anything anybody does not say about me or about United States of Biafra. That is one promise I give. My target is the Fulani terrorist state, Nigeria, the Tinubu terrorist government, Christopher Musa's terrorist government that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists to come to our Biafra land and kill us. Christopher Musa, the Nigerian defense chief, was saying that since Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been restricted by the Finnish government, that there has been peace in Biafra land. That is a lie. That is deceitful. Because the killings that happened in Biafra territory, in the Oshu territory, in different parts of Biafra land, in Ebonyi state, between January 1 and now is so much. So, Christopher, Defense Minister of Nigeria, shame on you. Shame on you to say that since our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been restricted, there has been peace in Southeast. Who are you deceiving? Who are you lying to? Why are you lying? Why are you saying that? Who are you trying to please? You know you are not saying the truth. You can only say that to some mediocres that do not know what you are doing behind the scene. You know you have been conducting electrical war for the past 2 years, killing Biafrans. You know you've been doing that. You've been recruiting and rehabilitating terrorists in Nigeria. It is fully documented. The facts are there. And you send them to Southeast Nigeria because the indigenous Nigerians no longer want to join the Nigerian military and police. Christopher Musa, you know that. You know that the indigenous Nigerians, thousands of them have retired from the Nigerian military and from the Nigerian police because you are recruiting terrorists into the Nigerian military. And these are terrorists that turn around and kill indigenous Nigerians that are in the military and police. You know that. You know that is a fact. We have the records. You know that United States of Biafra is an independent state now. But you keep talking about one Nigeria, one state. You know that what you are saying is fraudulent. To any international leader that is listening to you, there is nothing like one Nigeria. Nothing. Biafra is an independent state. Christopher Musa and President Tinubu, you are trying to force us into one Nigeria that is already a failed state, where hundreds of organizations and companies have exited Nigeria, where reintegrated terrorists have taken over almost all the part of northern Nigeria, and indigenous Nigerians are paying taxes to the terrorists. Christopher Musa, why are you lying to the world? Why are you lying to the international community? Why are you doing that? Who are you trying to deceive? The world knows that Nigeria has been declared an Islamic state by Europe without our permission. We are fully Christians. Biafrans are Christians. But the Nigerian terrorist state under Christopher Musa has dragged the whole country into IOC, into an Islamic state. And that man comes out to lie to the world that Nigeria is trying to be a democratic state. Finland is helping Nigeria to restore democracy. Finland, Nigeria is a failed state. There is nothing you can do to restore that failed state because the policies and the programs of Nigerian government has made Nigeria a failed state. Christopher Musa, you know you are lying when you say that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is blocking bilateral relationship between Nigeria and Finland. That is a clear false statement. The world is boycotting Nigeria because they know Nigeria is a terrorist state. No sane country will want to enter into any bilateral agreement between them and a country that rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into their military. That is what Nigeria is doing. The defense chief of Nigeria needs to pass this information to Finland that Nigeria reintegrates non-terrorists into their military and police. So many countries have left Nigeria. So many businesses, international businesses, have left Nigeria because they know Nigeria is a failed state. So that lie you are trying to propagate for cheap popularity, claiming that you want to maintain peace in the southeastern part of Nigeria, that is lie and that is fraudulent. You are using that to deceive people that do not know the history of Nigeria. It is our responsibility to continue to present the facts to them. In a country where you have two laws, Sharia in the north and then the secular law in the south. Christopher Musa, have you told Finland that Christians that are born in the northern part of Nigeria must live by Sharia rule? If not, you send your men to stone them to death. Example is Deborah. Deborah was stoned to death because she is a Christian. Her family are Christian families living in the north.
Finland has betrayed his own citizen, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The ambassador to Finland ambassador just arrived in Nigeria and he tendered some documents to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. During their meeting and their conversation, it was reported that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said that Simon Ekpa has done a lot of damages to Nigerians and to the people of Southeast in particular. Mr. Chinedu, let me have your reaction on that very statement that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, and also the statement that Biafran said that the Finnish government has betrayed Simon Ekpa.
I don't think that Finnish government has betrayed Simon Ekpa. If you look at it very well, you would discover and rediscover that Alexander Stubb, that happens to be the Prime Minister or the President of Finland, is in the same political party with Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa is still relevant, you know. But the suspicion is that it is not even clear to the Nigerian government over the fate of what transpired to Ekpa's disappearance in Finland. I can tell you that Senator Selina, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, who sometime few months ago last year made a statement because of the Nigerian factor. And what is the Nigerian factor? I think she has stayed here for some time and she has understood and is playing along the corrupt system that pronounced Nigerian factor. She's just factoring into the system of Nigeria, considering the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is one of the most worst corrupt leader in the world currently now. I can tell you in honest truth, she knows that she doesn't have any right over the matter concerning Simon Ekpa because, as the Finnish law states, it has to go through court processes. As simple as that.
So why is it taking Finland so long for him to arraign Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not
I mean, Mazi Simon Ekpa, rather.
Simon Ekpa is acting, and everybody you see is based on not Nigerian law or African law, it's based on Finnish law. And the Finnish law, in issue that has to do with terrorism, has to go through a lot of investigation. And what is the investigation? We have done the first phase by the police officer Hem that spearheaded the invitation to Simon Ekpa, and he said that Simon Ekpa is not a member of any terrorist organization. That is one. That's exceptional to the Ekpa factor. And remember, Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland and still have certain structures politically in Finland currently now. People who powered him, some Jewish friends who powered him in Finland, are still very in Alexander Stubb's government currently now.
Also, Mr. Chinedu, so that you have your thought in all in packet, in all in one rather. He also said that the federal government of Nigeria is doing everything within their own reach in order for them to repatriate Simon Ekpa. In fact, unconfirmed report also said that there's crude oil exchange for extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa.
Exchange that are going to put, maybe they are going to corrupt the system, but the whole world is open to the Finnish government, and they're watching them closely whether they are going to move out from the norm Finland is known for. Everybody knows the norm Finland is known for, you know. And if they move out from there, of course, it will determine what will happen to them at the end of the day. That's what I'm telling you, that Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt nation, you know, with fantastically corrupt leaders. And it doesn't take Nigeria, Fulani-led government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu can decide to make sure that they sold oil, the whole oil block to Finland, to make sure that Biafra agitation does not see the light of the day, because that will disrupt the agenda they have for Nigeria. So if they push the whole entire oil block to Finnish government, it does not take anything from them. They will still feel satisfied, because to them, they have achieved that only. You can see what is happening in Southwest. Are they not on the run? The factor is that the Fulanis are coming with both Sharia law, both arms, both everything. Southwest currently now is under siege. Some of them are even running out. And these are the things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said in the past. So to clamp down Biafran agitation, the whole world is watching. And you can see the development coming from the United States of America. It's only Israel and Egypt that is exempted from Trump's hammer. Finland, they don't know that when they are taking certain decisions, when they are going against human fundamental rights of people, it is being, they might not say anything, but they are documenting you. You can see the snub they gave to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the only thing that he knows what to do now is to get the Finnish government immediately and begin to talk trash, as if he doesn't know that what Simon Ekpa is talking about is happening in Yoruba land currently now. That is double standard.
So do you think that Finland is going to dance to the tone of Nigeria government in order for them to still hold on to Mazi Simon Ekpa?
Exchange crude oil and double up their selfish backup on extradition, because Nigeria does not have a treaty, a bilateral with them. So where are they going to invoke that law that will back them to carry out an extradition? Or is it the extradition document that was tendered to Bola Ahmed Tinubu by Senator Selina of Finland, Finnish ambassador to Nigeria? That is not clear, but that's not how to go into a treaty or bilateral.
All right, Mr. Chinedu. It's also alleged that Bianca Ojukwu is the mastermind of the whole thing that is playing out, starting from the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa and to even the speculation of extradition. Do you think that Bianca Ojukwu has any hand in this whole game that is being played out?
She happens to be the foreign interior
Minister for for Minister of State for Foreign Affairs.
Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. That's to say the most domestic, are we? And he was present when the document was tendered to,
Mr. President.
and she just played doing her duty. She has not come out in the past. People doesn't know that all these things that are happening, you know, Nigerians, Igbos, Biafrans all over the world are documenting it. Bianca Ojukwu have no reservation against Simon Ekpa. I have nothing to go against Simon Ekpa. She's doing her job, and she has that in-depth understanding to know what exactly that document is for. Or is that document for a kind of a treaty to get Simon Ekpa, extradited? But it's not in the law of Finland. But Finnish government has come out to say that Simon Ekpa is going to face trial there because the offense was committed there. And there is 100% sure that he is going to walk out free at the end of the day. As simple as that.